Hello, my name is Zachary Simpson, and today we'll be discussing pre-workout supplements. Personally, I work at GNC. I've been there for over a year, so I've seen a lot of different supplements come in and go. I've seen a lot of different ingredients, and of course, it's part of my job to make sure I remain educated so I can help customers out to meet their best performance needs. So, pre-workout supplements themselves are going to help your body work out for longer, achieve better nutrient delivery, as well as get a better blood flow for the workout, and push yourself past the limits you might not have realized you had. Every company is going to put their own twist on the ingredients. They might change the name or add a different, bond to it, just to try to give themselves a little edge in the business. But overall, we're going to go through some of the very common ingredients, what they're going to do for you, possibly what their negatives could be, and then we're going to apply it. The application is going to go towards sports athletes and strongmen. Of course, your sports athletes are going to have more anaerobic to aerobic workouts, lots of different carryovers there. Strongman powerlifters are typically more anaerobic, very short-term maximal effort for like 1 or 2 reps. Not very often are they going past that, short rep range. So this video is going to help you make your own decision as well. We're going to educate you on these ingredients so you'll know what you need to take to best fit your workout. So some of the benefits of the pre-workout. It's going to increase blood flow, increase heart rate, increase focus, blood flow to the skin, and it's going to give you a little tingle. So you're going to get a little bit extra hype, extra energy, lets you push harder and get ready to work out quickly. This is going to help you increase your performance overall, as well as make your workout more effective. So some of the really popular ingredients you're going to find in basically every pre-workout on the market. Caffeine. It's going to increase your energy. It's increases workloads by decreasing the rate of fatigue and then lowering the perception of effort. So things that seemed harder are no longer as hard. So now mentally you're breaking through these barriers, which is going to let you break past those actual weight limits that you've maybe been stuck at for a while. So huge in there. It's also going to help with fat oxidation. So people that are getting in the gym to get lean, wanting to get toned up, that's going to help with that. Branched-chain amino acids are their own supplement typically, but a lot of pre-workouts have been adding them in there because of their really good extra ability to increase protein synthesis and then decrease recovery time. Leucine is going to be the most important one. It's going to suppress protein breakdown, so that's going to preserve the muscle for the workout so your body's not taking energy from the muscle and breaking that down during the workout. The ratio you're going to want to see is 2:1:1, leucine, isoleucine, and valine respectively, and that's going to be the lowest level. Anything above that's okay. Creatine is probably one of the most popular ones as well. A lot of people take it. Not everybody understands it. Monohydrate's been around for a while. Newer forms are hydrochloride, creatine nitrate, and free acid creatine. Those don't typically have as much water retention and very, very effective. A 2002 study showed that creatine itself is going to help increase body mass and peak power output during short sprints. That's obviously going to help with the anaerobic part of track and field type of athletics, sports, football sprints, stuff like that, as well as for strongmen. They got a lot of movements there, and then of course peak power output for powerlifters. What it's going to do is it's going to create ATP, and then it's going to help increase the phosphocreatine stores within the muscle. So better output for the muscle, better stored creatine, or ATP as well. Beta-alanine. It's typically associated with a tingle in the fingers, across the ears. Some people freak out when they have it happening to them, but it's part of what's going to happen, and you'll get used to it. Typically, what it's doing is it's going to help increase your intramuscular carnosine content, therefore increasing the body's ability to buffer hydrogen ions and delay fatigue. So you're not getting nearly as tired as quickly, lets your body work out for longer and push further. So once again, we're making this workout more optimal and more effective. Vasodilators are going to cover a lot of different, especially aminos and a lot of different things there. Ingredients that can be used, a couple of the more popular ones, beetroot or betaine, which is derived from the beetroot. It's going to increase the rate at which the muscles are able to utilize oxygen. That's going to definitely help with blood flow, a pump, as well as them perform longer. L-citrulline or L-citrulline malate in a 2:1 ratio, very, very common form there. It's going to increase energy and performance by removing the byproduct of lactic acid and enhancing the release of L-arginine. L-arginine is an amino acid as well, very common for vasodilators, but a lot of them are broken down quickly, so I'm not the biggest fan. You'll see in some of these pre-workouts, this one, Bang, for example, has your branched-chain aminos, some L-citrulline malate, creatine, betaine, beta-alanine, and caffeine anhydrous. So we just hit every ingredient in there. Just like I said, very, very popular and a great pre-workout. There was a study conducted on the effect of pre-workout is to determine if pre-workout actually, helps with the workout and helps with the output. 12 males were tested who had moderate training in working out, and they were all tested while they're fasted. So there was no food consumed. So their only effect would have been from the pre-workout. The original testing did the baseline, and they randomly received either the pre-workout or a placebo that wasn't actually a pre-workout. Then the testing concluded that the pre-workout significantly improved perceived energy, focus, and alertness. So even though maybe they, kind of gave them a little extra energy, a little jacked, but that perceived energy and that perceived ability helped them push back and have performance gains as well, which led to increase in muscular endurance. Some of the negatives. Proprietary blends are one of the biggest problems in the pre-workout, supplement industry. As you can see here, NO Explode by BSN is a very popular one. All proprietary blends. Not a fan because of that, so you don't know the amounts you're getting. You don't know if it's the right amount. You don't know what's happening there. 2014 study using a multi-ingredient pre-workout found that the pre-workout had no increase in serum insulin, IGF-1, growth hormone, or cortisol. A lot of the hormones your body's producing during workouts and even after. So therefore, those didn't correlate to any muscle mass or strength production. So one of the things is just showing that the ingredients probably didn't match up to what they promised. Artificial ingredients happen a lot. Different companies try to put in an ingredient to help increase the productivity of their supplement beyond what other companies can compete with. Typically, they're found out when someone gets injured or hurt, and then the FDA steps in and bans that product until that ingredient is gone. 1,3-DMMA is a very, very popular one. It's an amphetamine precursor, so it got everybody energized and focused out and everything. Great workouts, but some people took too much and had some very negative effects. I believe people died. Caffeine can cause sleeplessness, nausea, high blood pressure. So it's really up to the person to regulate how much they can take and how much they're used to taking. So that's really up to the people to be careful. 400 milligrams is the recommended highest dose for a lot of people. A lot of body mass goes into that as well. So application. Obviously, athletes can use about any of these, but what we want to see is creatine will be ones for who want the enhanced short-term ability, so sprints, high maximum output, very short distance. Beta-alanine is really about making the workout longer, so long-distance runners, it would be a great carryover for them to be able to use that, let themselves perform longer, and do better. BCAAs are also going to be a long-term thing really too. Anybody could take them, but the muscle preservation is going to let those long-distance athletes push farther and not break down their muscle for energy. Low amounts of caffeine, that's going to be more aerobic, anaerobic. It's really up to the individual, like I said, and their body mass overall. Now, strongmen, powerlifters, creatine is going to be huge. Large amounts of caffeine probably going to be huge as well. You want optimal energy output, lots of energy in each lift. Vasodilators are going to help with nutrient delivery. That's going to help either one, athletes in sports or athletes in strongman powerlifting. Probably not quite so much for strongmen because they're really not worried about getting a pump. They're more about getting in there, getting those sets, and getting out. Beta-alanine is going to help with the muscular endurance. Kind of depends on what their workout's going to be, but still important. And then BCAAs if they want to preserve the muscle. So my personal opinion, I am a strongman athlete, not me in the picture, but I have taken many pre-workouts and done a lot of this, looking at things up and checking studies. So personally, I definitely use a pre-workout, and I recommend to anybody wanting to step up what they're doing in the gym, help them perform better and for longer. Some of the things I would recommend, though, is if you're doing resistance training, I would definitely do one. If you're not doing resistance training and you're doing more of like a cardio-based workout, maybe just look more toward branched-chain amino like Extend, BCAAs, something that's going to be more primed for what you're doing versus getting a lot of extra ingredients and paying for extra when you don't need it. Personally, I do about 200 to 300 milligrams per serving, 200 milligrams of ATP or 1.5 grams of creatine hydrochloride, 1.6 grams of beta-alanine per serving, 5 grams of BCAAs, 4 to 8 grams of L-citrulline, and 750 milligrams of agmatine sulfate, 500 milligrams of betaine. That's per serving. I always do 2 scoops. So you can see there clinical doses, 600 milligrams caffeine, 400 ATP, 3 grams of creatine hydrochloride, 3.2 grams of beta-alanine, 5 grams of BCAAs, that's plenty really, but I do a little extra. You want about 8 grams of L-citrulline and about 1.5 grams of agmatine, as well as a gram of betaine. Those are all your clinical doses or doses that I like, but those are all where you want to see. So just make sure you're not being taken advantage of by any of the industry's, supplement industry people. So thank you for your time, and hopefully you learned a little extra about pre-workout.